This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 25. And it says, "And he shall speak great wonders against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and the dividing of time." First, I'd like to begin this lesson by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Blessed and salutation to the sincere Akim, pushing his word in sincerity and in all truth. And they have from Trinidad here to do a video, and hopefully will be edifying to the saints of the Most High. Right? And this video will be based on the origin of the days of the week. Right? The origin of the days of the week. Right? Where it originated from, because we know in the book of Daniel chapter 2, where it talk about the statue. We know from the head to the feet, the head was the Babylonian, right? The chest was the Greeks. Going down was the Medes and the Persians, right? The Medes, the Persians, then it was the Roman Empire, right? Which was the legs. Now the feet, which the scriptures speak about, a little horn. I think that's in the book of Daniel chapter 7. It speaks about the little horn that represents the America, which is the Roman Empire today. Right? The revival of the Roman Empire. Right? So we in the Roman Empire yet still. Right? And the origination of the Sunday to Monday, Sunday to Friday days originated from the Romans. Right? Or from the heathens, from the pagans. You see? Israel was in captivity. They went into serious captivity under the Roman Empire in 70 AD. They sacked Jerusalem, they sacked the temple, and over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, the western coast of Africa. Right? But they took over the Jerusalem. Right? So this is the origin of the days of the week. It says the name of the days of the week in the English and many other languages originated from the ancient Babylonians, who named them after the celestial bodies they observed, including the sun, moon, and planets, and tradition later adopted by the Romans. You see, the Babylonians, the Romans. So from the head to the feet or to the toe is heathen nation. So let me get that in the book of Daniel. I think I did butcher it. So it's Daniel 2. And the king had a dream, and the spirit was right. Right, so I'll read from this here, Salakia, for the pause, so Daniel chapter 2 and verse 34. It says, "And thou sawest still the stone." No, sorry. Right, I'll read from 30. It says, "But as for me, the secret is not revealed to me for any wisdom, and I have more than any living, but for their sakes that shall make known the interpretation of the king, that thou mightest know, that thou mightest know the thoughts of thy heart. O king, showest that thou, O king, sawest, and behold, an great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and from before was terrible. The image's head was fine, fine gold, his breasts and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs as brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. Thou sawest till the stone was cut out without hand, which smote the image upon its feet that were of iron and clay, and break them in pieces. Then was the image and then was the iron and the clay, the brass, the silver, the gold broken in pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floor, and the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth. Now that represents, when I go on to read, I believe Daniel gave you the breakdown on these nations. Right? Let me see. As the toes and the feet were part iron and part clay. So, I think it was his I don't know if I'm mixing up this with some other scripture, but it was like, yeah, for the I wanna make myself feel like I'm sure now. Just I know Daniel 7 and Daniel 2 speaks about, but it's Daniel 2, right? This speaks about what I was speaking about. Now the stone that destroyed the image was the kingdom of heaven, basically Yahushai, right? Because they say that it flooded the whole earth after. You see? But all these other kingdoms, which the thigh and the feet, the leg and the feet, the toes represent the Roman Empire, right? The Roman Empire, which is America today, that is what we actually following after, right? The days of the week. The heathens, as I read in the book of Daniel chapter 7. I could read this one on Daniel chapter, not Daniel, first Maccabees 3 and 40 something. And laid here 48, it says, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen sought to paint the likeness of their images. Right? So back then, when they conquered, they set to have something called iconoclasm. Right? Daniel, Job 9 and 24, they cover the faces of the judges they have. So they change everything. They change time, right? The cycle of how things used to go, right? And this is how the heathens move. This is how the devil move. So it goes on to say here now, it says day by day breakdown. It says Sunday, the rise from dies solace, day of the sun. in Latin refers to the sun god. Monday, Die Lunia, the day of the moon. Latin refers to the moon. Tuesday, literally Die Martis, day of Mars. Wednesday, the day of Mercury, right? Latin, this is Latin, but in English it becomes Woden, day after the Germanic god Odin. Thursday, literally, um, Die Jovis, Jupiter, right? Germanic Thor, god of thunder. Friday, Venus, Venerish, Venus, right? Frigs, the days after the Germanic goddess Frigg. Saturday, Saturn's day, right? And you will see the origin goes back to Germanic or Roman, right? And this is what we under. We under the Roman Empire today. So this is Matthew chapter 24. When they sacked Jerusalem, I was telling them, hey, these things gonna happen here just now. Matthew chapter 24, and this is not a blue letter, and this is not right, Matthew 8, Matthew 24, and it says, and all these are the beginning of sorrows, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, right, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated for all nations for my name's sake. Alright, let me jump a little bit here. Verse 12, it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, but he that shall endure unto the end same shall be saved. And the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached unto all the world for a witness unto all nations, then shall the end come. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand. The abomination of desolation goes back to that. The sacking of the temple. You understand? Which when you read in 2 Thessalonians chapter 5, chapter 2, talk about the abomination of desolation also, which also speaks of the sacking of Jerusalem. Right? Alright, see here now, verse 6, it says, then let him which is in Judea flee to the mountains, and let him which is in the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house, neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall great tribulation, such as was not seen from the not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. Right? And I would just hold it right here. So yeah. After tribulation those days. Right, so yeah. So in scripture say, well, we are yet in the book of Baruch, chapter 4, chapter 3. We are yet this day in our captivity. Right? We being free. being free at all. This was a quick lesson, so hopefully it was edifying. Give our praises to Yahweh Shem Yashai. You know, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutation to the Arkham Bushness with sincerity and truth. And also, back then, how we used to tell time is of the moon, right? Like the Sabbath day, whatever the case might be. Type in something really quick. And let's type in something really random. It says in ancient Israel, the days of the week were numbered starting with first days and ending with Sabbath. It has Saturday, reflecting the biblical account created in the six following, followed by God's rest on the seventh. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Biblical foundation, the content of a 7-day week, with the seventh day as a day of rest, originated from the creation story, where God created the world. Numerical days of the week, Hebrew similar. Yod, right? First day, second day, and that's how it used to be. The first day, the second day, and the third day. It was no Saturday, Sunday, Monday, because these things were named after Greek mythology, and also the Babylonians. So shalom to the Lord's elect. You could go into it and not do more research, whatever the case might be on it. So it was just something on my mind that I still am just looking into it randomly and make a video. Hopefully it was edifying. So shalom to the Lord's hope for the elect.